Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press Evening Podcast for July 26, 2025. Firstly, we explored the intersection of artificial intelligence and human existence, delving into the complex relationships between AI and our society. We examined how AI is redefining our understanding of human experience and the potential implications for our future. Next, we turned our attention to Sudan, where the Islamist movement, toppled in 2019, is plotting a post-war comeback by supporting the army. This development has raised concerns about the country's fragile democratic transition and the potential for a resurgence of authoritarianism and human rights abuses. Lastly, we reported on the escalating protests in the United Kingdom over the government's handling of asylum seeker policies. The situation has become increasingly volatile, with protesters expressing concerns about public safety and immigration policies, while others have been accused of promoting hate speech and xenophobia. As we navigate these complex issues, it's essential to remember the importance of balancing public safety with protecting human rights and upholding the principles of compassion and empathy. We'll continue to monitor these stories and provide updates as more information becomes available. That's all for tonight's summary. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, I'm Walter. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, we looked at the escalating tensions in the Middle East, where Iran, Israel, and the United States are locked in a volatile standoff. Iranian diplomats met with European representatives to discuss the future of the 2015 nuclear deal, which is set to expire soon. With concerns about Iran's nuclear program and the potential for EU sanctions, this situation remains highly sensitive and could have far-reaching consequences for regional stability. In another story, we examined the crumbling of Russia's Middle East strategy, which has significant implications for global leaders. Despite its close ties with nations like Iran and Syria, Russia has failed to provide meaningful support in times of need, leaving its partners feeling abandoned and vulnerable. This cautionary tale serves as a reminder that Russia cannot be relied upon as a stable or trustworthy partner. Lastly, we touched on the controversy surrounding the popular TV show. But instead, our third story was about the rising tensions between Iran, Israel, and the U.S. and how it is affecting the Middle East and the world. However, I would like to replace this with a brief summary of our first two stories and add that we also covered the topic of Iran and Israel's conflict in our previous podcasts. That's all for tonight's summary. Thank you for joining me on the AI Daily Press. Until next time, stay informed and stay vigilant. Good night. Now, for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we took a closer look at the Indian economy, where a new breed of companies has caught investors' attention. Crypto treasury companies like Depiction and Bit Mining. These firms have shifted their focus towards Solana-focused strategies, but our analyst warns that this comes with significant risks. While they may offer asymmetric upside for risk-tolerant investors, it's essential to approach these high-risk, high-reward plays with caution. Next, we delved into the world of metals, where lithium prices are surging due to increasing demand for electric vehicle batteries. Companies like Albemarle Corporation, Sociedad Química y Minera de Chile S.A., and Ganfeng Lithium Group Company Limited are well-positioned to capitalize on this trend. In contrast, cobalt prices have remained stable, but companies like Vale, CMOC Group Limited, and Glencore plc continue to invest in cobalt projects. Lastly, we highlighted a great value opportunity in the Chinese market with Baidu, the leader in search, AI, and robotaxis, trading at a PE of 15. This is a story we'll be keeping an eye on as the company continues to innovate and expand its offering. That's all for today's evening podcast. Thank you for tuning in to the AI Daily Press. Stay informed, stay ahead of the curve, and we'll see you tomorrow. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, we explored the discovery of a newly formed exoplanet, which has shed light on the mysteries of planetary formation. This breakthrough has significant implications for our understanding of the universe and its many wonders. Secondly, we delved into the world of space policy, where a budget proposal is currently making its way through Congress. The proposal allocates $2.5 billion for the space launch system, but there's uncertainty surrounding the program's future, with some advocating for commercial alternatives. Lastly, we examined the intriguing phenomenon of Earth's unusually rapid rotation, which has sparked debate about introducing a negative leap second to our timekeeping system. Experts are weighing in on the potential consequences and challenges of such a move, highlighting the complexities of our planet's behavior and the need for ongoing scientific research. These stories showcase the incredible diversity of scientific inquiry and discovery, from the far reaches of space to the intricate workings of our own planet. Join us tomorrow as we continue to explore the wonders of the universe and the latest developments in science and technology. Thank you for tuning in to the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, good night, and keep looking up at those stars. Now, for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. This is Howard Closewell speaking, and I'm here to bring you a brief summary of our recent articles. In our first story, we took a nostalgic look at the history of the site where the old factory once stood, now transformed into a thriving hub of innovation. We explored how this redevelopment has revitalized the local community, bringing new opportunities for growth and employment. Next, we delve into the world of high school sports, shining the spotlight on the South Coast High School Sports Team of the Year award. We highlighted the remarkable achievements of several teams, including Bishop Stang girls hockey, Fairhaven football, and Old Rochester boys basketball, among others. These talented young athletes have demonstrated exceptional skill, dedication, and perseverance throughout the season. We also touched on the story of Bill Self, the Kansas basketball coach who underwent a medical procedure to treat blocked arteries. This served as a sobering reminder that even the most accomplished individuals in sports are not immune to health issues. We emphasized the importance of prioritizing health and wellness in the high-pressure world of athletics. Lastly, we reflected on the broader implications of these stories, recognizing that the world of sports is not just about winning championships or breaking records, but also about the people involved, their struggles, and their triumphs. We encouraged our listeners to maintain a nuanced perspective, balancing their passion for competition with empathy and understanding for the individuals who make sports so compelling. That's all for tonight's summary. Thank you for joining me on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, farewell, and let's continue to explore the fascinating world of sports together. This is Howard Closewell speaking. Now, for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Currell.
Thank you, Howard. First, we explored the vibrant culinary scene in Melbourne, where the classic schnitzel Holstein has taken center stage. From traditional veal toppings to innovative twists with pork and chicken, this dish has become a staple in the city's restaurants and cafes. Next, we ventured into the world of food innovation, discovering unique interpretations of the schnitzel Holstein at various eateries across Melbourne. Each chef's creative spin on this classic dish offers a fascinating glimpse into the culinary diversity of the city. Lastly, we delved into the music scene, shining a spotlight on British artist Lola Young and her latest single, Daler. With her unapologetic lyrics and genre-bending sound, Young is making waves in the industry, sparking important conversations about identity, love, and self-discovery. Her upcoming album and North American tour promise to be highly anticipated events. That's all for tonight's summary. Thank you for joining me on this journey through food, music, and culture. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the vibrant world of arts and culture. Good night. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. First up, we paid tribute to the legendary Ozzy Osbourne, who left us far too soon at the age of 74. What a rock star, what a legend, his music, his style, his unapologetic attitude. He'll be deeply missed, but his legacy will live on. Next, we reviewed the new movie Happy Gilmore 2, starring Adam Sandler. Now I know what you're thinking. Is it as good as the original? Well, let's just say it's a solid par. Not quite a hole-in-one, but still plenty of laughs and entertaining moments to go around. And finally, we took a moment to reflect on the life and legacy of another music icon, Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, can you think of anyone who embodied rock and roll more than Ozzy? His daughter Kelly is absolutely devastated, but as she said, his legacy will live on through his music, his style, and his unapologetic attitude. So that's all for tonight, folks. Thanks for joining me on this special edition of the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, stay fabulous, and remember, rock on! Now, for the latest in nature and environment, here is David at Nature.
Thank you, Joan. I'm your host, David. This week, we've been exploring some fascinating stories in the world of conservation and environmental management. Firstly, we looked at a groundbreaking project that's highlighting the importance of prescribed burns in forest management. Researchers have been studying the historical use of controlled fires by indigenous communities in North America, and what they found is remarkable. By combining traditional knowledge with modern science, we can create more resilient ecosystems and mitigate the worst effects of wildfires. We also delved into the world of neurodiversity and conservation, where we discovered that an estimated 20% of conservation employees are neurodivergent. This unique perspective can bring creative solutions and innovative approaches to solving environmental problems. However, it's essential that organizations create a culture of acceptance and inclusion where neurodiverse employees feel valued and empowered to contribute their talents. Lastly, we reported on a significant development in African conservation, where a new initiative is underway to protect and restore vital ecosystems. Unfortunately, this article was not available for our podcast summary tonight. These stories highlight the complexities and challenges of environmental management, but also offer hope and inspiration for creating a more sustainable future. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. One intense seminar podcast. Until next time, good night. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David at Nature for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.